On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Swelter.
To feel extremely hot and uncomfortable.
Examples:
Swelter in their bulletproof vests. Swelter under the scorching sun. The heat was so intense that it made us swelter.
Sunlight.
The light emitted by the sun, the rays of the sun.
Examples:
A glare of sunlight. Indirect sunlight. Radiation from sunlight has a different wavelength.
Garlic.
A strong-smelling, pungent-tasting bulb used as a seasoning in cooking.
Examples:
Garlic bulb. Garlic herb. When using fresh garlic in cooking, it's important to carefully mince or press the cloves to release their flavor and aroma fully.
Cumin.
A spice with a distinctive earthy, nutty flavor commonly used in Middle Eastern, Indian, and Mexican cuisine, often used in spice blends or as a seasoning for meats and vegetables.
Examples:
Cumin seeds. Cumin spiced chicken. She added a pinch of cumin powder to the soup to enhance its flavor.
Acacia.
A tree or shrub of the mimosa family, typically with waxy or spiny leaves and clusters of showy flowers, a type of plant often found in warm and arid regions, particularly in Africa and Australia.
Examples:
Acacia honey. Acacia wood. The acacia tree's leaves are a favorite food of giraffes.
Cedar.
A type of fragrant, evergreen tree that is known for its reddish-brown wood and its use in furniture, building materials, and as an ornamental plant.
Examples:
Cedar wood. Cedar bark. Tall cedar trees surrounded the cabin in the woods.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Scribe.
A person who writes out copies of documents or manuscripts, especially in ancient times.
Examples:
Scribe in ancient Egypt. Financial scribe. The scribe's skills were in high demand in medieval times, when many people were illiterate.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
a medical opinion, temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Papyrus.
A tall plant with thick stems that grow in or near water, especially in North Africa, or a document or piece of paper made of this plant, especially by ancient Egyptians.
Examples:
papyrus fragment, a document written on papyrus. Papers from a papyrus found in the Middle East prove that ancient Egypt traded with neighboring countries.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
temple complex, a tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Construct.
To build or create something, to assemble or combine different parts to form something whole.
Examples:
construct a 3D image, construct a dam. He constructs hypotheses that no mathematician has ever imagined before.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
without injury, a fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Laborer.
A person who works with their hands, especially manual work in manual trades and industries.
Examples:
an unskilled laborer, laborers' union. The seasonal laborer worked hard to build the bridge.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object such as bone.
Examples:
fracture test, risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Fragment.
A small piece or part broken off or detached.
Examples:
fragment of a text, a broken fragment. The archaeologist carefully pieced together the tiny fragments of pottery found at the dig site.
Bind.
To tie or fasten someone or something tightly with rope, string, etc., so that they cannot move or are held together strongly.
Examples:
bind the man's hands, bind old letters into a bundle. The company's rules bind the employees' working hours.
Immobilize.
To render someone or something unable to move or function normally, to restrain, inhibit, or stop.
Examples:
immobilize the city, immobilize our opponent. The paramedics had to immobilize the accident victim to prevent further injury during transport to the hospital.
Intercept.
To stop and catch someone or something to prevent them from continuing to a destination.
Examples:
Intercept an enemy force. Intercept X-rays. It is illegal to intercept police radio.
Sting.
To cause a sharp, painful sensation or injury with a poison, venom, or other substance or by a physical action, such as a bite or prick.
Examples:
Sting me on the arm. Sting his face. Bees sting as a defense mechanism when they feel threatened.
Scorpion.
A small creature similar to an insect with a segmented body, a pair of pincers, and a long, thin tail that ends in a venomous sting.
Examples:
Scorpion fish. Poisonous scorpion. The scorpion's venom can be lethal to humans.
Incantation.
A series of words or phrases repeated over and over again, often in a ritual or spiritual context. A spell or charm believed to have magical power. A formulaic expression used to evoke a particular emotion or mental state.
Examples:
Incantation spell. Magic incantation. The witch performed an incantation to summon a demon from the depths of hell.
Cast.
To cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
Cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Recite.
To say a poem, piece of literature, etc. aloud from memory.
Examples:
Recite a charm. Recite a long list of the article. He could recite all of Shakespeare's works.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power. To mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Patron.
A person who gives financial or other support to a person, organization, or activity, a loyal or regular customer of a particular shop, restaurant, etc.
Examples:
The patron saint of a place. Political patron. They have been a patron of this restaurant for many years.
Physician.
A medical doctor who practices medicine.
Examples:
The advice of the physician. Consult with a physician. She visited the local physician to seek treatment for her persistent headache.
Goddess.
A female god, especially in ancient mythology, a woman who is worshipped or adored.
Examples:
A goddess of beauty. Winged goddess of victory. The festival was held in honor of the harvest goddess.
Venomous.
Extremely poisonous or injurious, containing or producing venom, marked by deep ill will.
Examples:
The venomous jellyfish's sting. Have venomous eyes. The venomous snake bit him, causing him to go into shock.
Creature.
A living being, especially an animal.
Examples:
Creature of habit. Artificial creature. The deep-sea creature was unlike anything the scientists had ever seen before.
Command.
Authority, control, or mastery over something, often referring to military or leadership contexts, a directive, order, or instruction, expertise or competence in a specific area. Verb, to give an authoritative order or instruction, or to be in charge or control of something.
Examples:
Command and control. Command a battery. The general gave a command to his troops to prepare for battle.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly. Verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Failsafe.
Designed or constructed to prevent or mitigate harm or failure in the event of an unexpected problem or error.
Examples:
Failsafe procedure. Failsafe device. The failsafe mechanism prevented the machine from malfunctioning and causing harm.
Barley.
A type of cereal grain that is used for food, either in the form of whole grains, flour, or malt.
Examples:
Barley field. Barley crop. The fields were ripe with barley, ready for harvest.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans and in many other animals that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Seedling.
A young plant that has just germinated and has not yet developed leaves or true roots.
Examples:
A green seedling. Seedling tray. The seedlings in the garden needed to be thinned out to have enough space to grow.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Foretell.
To predict or reveal something that will happen in the future.
Examples:
Foretell the attack. Foretell the end of the world. The fortune teller was able to foretell the future by reading tarot cards.
Recommend.
To suggest that someone or something would be a suitable fit for a particular purpose or role.
Examples:
Recommend a hospitalization. Recommend reading. We recommend taking media training every 6 months.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Fertility.
The state or quality of being able to produce babies, young animals, fruit, or new plants.
Examples:
Soil fertility. Fertility above replacement. The sperm count is used as an indicator of male fertility.
Priest.
A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies, especially in the Christian faith.
Examples:
Priest in clerical garb. Faithful priest. He was ordained as a priest in the Catholic Church.
Greet.
To say hello to someone, to express welcome on meeting someone.
Examples:
Greet a customer. Greet an idea. He greeted his friends with a warm smile and a hug.
Politely.
In a courteous or respectful manner, showing good manners or consideration for others.
Examples:
Politely ask. Nodded politely. She politely declined the invitation to the party, saying she had other plans.
Envy.
To experience a feeling of jealousy or resentment towards someone because of their possessions, qualities, or achievements. To desire to have something that someone else has, Noun, a feeling of resentment or jealousy towards someone else's perceived advantage or success.
Examples:
Envy his success. Feeling envy toward him. I can't help but envy my friend's ability to stay calm in stressful situations.
Translate.
To convert or change words into another language.
Examples:
Translate a document into English. Translate the emotion to a movement. Translate the text from Italian into English.
Herdsman.
A person who manages or cares for a herd of livestock, typically cattle, sheep, or goats.
Examples:
Nomadic herdsman. Livestock herdsman. In rural areas, the role of a sheep herdsman is vital for managing and caring for the flock.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Bustle.
To move or act energetically and noisily. Noun, a rapid act of commotion.
Examples:
Bustle around a kitchen. Hustle-bustle lifestyle. The city bustled with activity as people rushed to work.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Overseer.
A person who supervises or directs the work of others, a guardian or keeper of something.
Examples:
Overseer of a plantation. Production overseer. The overseer of the construction project was responsible for ensuring everything was done on time and within budget.
Anatomy.
The scientific study that deals with the physical structure of humans, animals, or plants.
Examples:
Animal anatomy. Anatomy of a country's collapse. The professor explained the anatomy of the nervous system.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Pale.
Having skin that is very light colored, lacking in vitality or interest or effectiveness.
Examples:
A pale complexion. Pale pink. She turned pale when she heard the news.
Accost.
To approach and speak to someone aggressively or insistently.
Examples:
Accost a stranger. Accost a suspect. The man accosted her on the street and asked for money.
Beg.
To ask for something urgently or earnestly, to appeal to someone to do something.
Examples:
Beg the question. Beg for help. She begged her parents to let her go to the concert.
Examine.
To study or consider a person or object attentively and thoroughly to learn something about them.
Examples:
Examine the data studiously. Examine the issue. Initially, we must examine all project-related expenses.
Sore.
Painful or sensitive to the touch, inflamed or irritated, feeling deep distress, grief, or regret.
Examples:
Sore throat. Sore back. After the workout, my muscles were sore and achy.
Lump.
A small, irregularly shaped mass or piece, typically of a soft substance such as coal, flour, or dough.
Examples:
Lump in the throat. Single lump sum. There is a small lump on my neck, and I'm concerned about it.
Probe.
A tool used for testing or examining, especially for medical or scientific purposes, or an exploratory mission to a planet or other celestial body. Verb, to investigate, examine, or search into something.
Examples:
A lunar probe. Probe for inside information. NASA sent a probe to study the atmosphere of Jupiter.
Ripe.
Of fruit or crops, fully developed and ready to be eaten or harvested.
Examples:
A ripe old age. Ripe tomato. The fruit was ripe and ready to eat.
Hem.
The edge or border of a piece of cloth, typically sewn to prevent fraying or unraveling. A small margin or border around something. Verb, to fold the edge of a piece of fabric and sew it down to create a neat and secure finish.
Examples:
The hem of a dress. Hem the skirt. The hem length of her dress was perfect for the evening event.
Ailment.
A slight but often persistent illness.
Examples:
Heart ailment. Age-related ailment. He got timely treatment for his physical ailment of severe back pain.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
Tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Medicinal.
Of or relating to the treatment or cure of disease.
Examples:
Medicinal chemistry. Traditional medicinal. The medicinal properties of this herb have been known to help with various ailments.
Linger.
To stay in a place or exist longer than expected.
Examples:
Linger in the mind. Linger over your work. She lingered for a moment before leaving the room.
Admire.
To have regard for or respect for someone's qualities or the actions they have performed.
Examples:
Admire the subtlety of the distinctions. Admire kids with attitude. We all admire him because he is a nobleman.
Dusk.
The period of the day just before nightfall when the light begins to fade, the darker part of twilight.
Examples:
Dusk sky. Dusk falls. The sky turned a beautiful orange hue at dusk.
Spite.
Feelings of anger and resentment, in spite of, also despite, a phrase that is used to indicate that something happened or exists even though there is a particular obstacle or difficulty.
Examples:
Bear spite against him. Die in spite of intensive care. He did it out of spite, to annoy me.
Dwell.
To live or reside in a particular place, to think, speak, or write at length on a particular subject, to linger or remain as if unwilling to leave.
Examples:
Dwell on a problem. Dwell on the past. I love to dwell in nature and feel its calming effects on me.
Flood.
A large amount of water flowing beyond its normal limits, an overwhelming number or amount.
Examples:
Flood advisory. A flood of questions. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Crop.
A plant that is cultivated in large amounts, particularly for food.
Examples:
Crop field. Crop herbicide. Sow early for an early crop.